2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I didn't have to do a mic check, but I want to, 1, 2. This bit seemed to go well in the last show, so we kept it in this 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the intro.
Tell them who we are if they didn't know.
Get a bit of info for a bit, show them what they're in for, maybe even get them involved. So when I say hello, you say it's too early in the set for audience interaction. Hello. It's too early in the set for audience interaction. Fair point. Let's get on with it. Got a quick chorus now, then a longer bit. So if you know the words, just think you might be really good at guessing them. Feel free to sing along with it.
So it's Harry.
And it's Chris. We're Harry and Chris.
Jen's so nice.
Moms are us to marry their kids.
Jen's so cool.
Kids want us to marry their mothers. So we gotta stick together like the Mario Brothers. Even McCartney and Lennon were less tight.
We're like Batman and Robin with less tights.
Think Spock and Kurt.
But one of us is not a nerd.
Starsky and Hutch.
But one of us is a nerd.
Jamie and Andy.
Venus and Serena.
But when we play tennis, our screams are Serena. Told Chris half his technique is astonishing. I guess that's a backhanded compliment. Less Cray than the Cray twins.
And we ain't twins.
We're like Bonnie and Clyde.
But less renowned for violence.
They say these folk rock.
Like Simon and Garfunkel.
That never gets a laugh, just the sound of silence.
Hello, darkness, my
We've
old
upgraded
friends.
the tails.
We're like Sonic and Knuckles.
Together we're tight.
Like a belt and a buckle.
Trying to stay afloat.
Like Tom Sawyer and Huckle.
And like Paul and Barry, we like a good chance to subvert the rhyme scheme. You know what they say, it takes two to pardon.
We're like Dumb and Dumber.
But smarter, more smarter, a whole new world like Jasmine and Aladdin.
But whack another Aladdin and then get rid of Jasmine.
Two men. JFK and Jackie.
Barack and Michelle.
But we hope that we won't be replaced in 8 years by someone who could legitimately start a world war, so we end up hiding in a barrack from Michelle. If he ever does me wrong, then I'll forget. I can't think why I wouldn't like Kim
Kanye. If I ever get stuck on the alphabet, he'll help me progress.
Beyonce,
Jay.
We're like Joey and Chandler.
Because we are friends.
We're like Monica and Phoebe.
Because we are friends.
We're like Rachel and Phoebe.
Because we are friends.
We're like Ross and Rachel. Because everyone's thinking, get on with it already. So when I say hello, you say skip the audience interaction and go straight to the chorus. Hello.
So it's Harry.
And it's Chris. We're Harry and Chris.
Jen's so nice.
Moms are us to marry their kids. It's a convenient rhyme and a factual thing. Since we wrote this song, we've both got married. To real people. We've got a lot in the pipeline.
Like the Mario Brothers.
Transfer between platforms.
Like the Mario Brothers.
Much room for improvement.
Like the Mario Brothers.
They say get your sheet together.
Like the Mario Brothers.
You know I love you like a brother.
Like the Mario Brothers.
We get one up on one another.
Like the Mario Brothers.
We are not Spanish sisters.
Like the Mario Brothers.
I'll be honest, we don't have any others.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So yes, my name is Harry.
My name is Chris.
Together we are Harry and Chris. We are the nation's favourite comedy rap jazz duo.
Yeah. And we try and spread joy in everything we do and make our songs as uplifting as possible. This next one's called Simple Times.
We worked on the chorus together, and I was writing one of the verses, and I was on holiday with my wife in Paris, and there was a terrorist attack. So it felt quite strange to be trying to write a song called Simple Times when it felt like times were anything but simple. And one thought we had was to wait until all of the fear and sadness in the world was over, and then sort of release this as a kind of post-utopian anthem. But that didn't happen in time for the TED Talk. But actually, the more we sat with it, the more we thought about it, and we kind of realized that almost daily we're told to be afraid of each other or not interact. It feels more important than ever to focus on the things that do bring us joy, no matter how simple they are. And that was part of the heart going into this song. And Chris has got a related musical fact.
Yes, as we were writing this song, I found out...
I used to say that Chris has got a fun musical fact, but I was told off for raising people's expectations.
Yeah, my related musical fact, I found out that my favourite song of all time, What a Wonderful World, beautiful, happy, hopeful song, was written in the midst of the Cold War, and no one wanted it. You know, it was offered to Tony Bennett, it was offered to different jazz singers. No one wanted to sing it because they thought it was too dark a time for such a happy song. Eventually it was taken by Louis Armstrong, of course, and people clearly wanted to hear it. So we thought if a song like that could come out of a time like that, we could write a song like this in a time like this. These are simple times, they are what we make them. Assalamu alaikum, peace and love, these are simple times. Days come as we take them, we try not to break them. Weeks and months.
See, in the old days, people talked about the old days. Follow it back and this pattern happens the whole way. And these days, it's those same records on replay. So I'm off to have a word with the DJ. We say that life was a breeze, we as leaves could just float in it. Go with it. Back then when things seemed so simple, but memories affected by what is red and so mixed with white lies, you might find this whole thing as rose-tinted, as complicated as we want to make it. So in that respect, not a lot has changed and there's always a fair amount to contemplate. But I ain't concentrating on the cons today. I got away to see my baby niece's face on screen weeks before I met her. Every day it seems my grandma's iPad skills get better and I still write my wife love letters. But often it is quicker to text her.
Simple times, they are what we make them. Assalamu alaikum, peace and love, these are simple times. Days come as we take them, we try not to break them. Weeks and months.
I'm talking simple, like baked bean tin with a wrinkle. Focusing on things that bring dimples. I think all the time, but I'm trying to chill out a bit and trust my instinct to recognize the real from the counterfeit. Simple, when head feels like flippers and pinballs. Focusing less on things set to bring stress and wrinkles. If this head gets crinkled, it's laughter lines. So I'm off to play patball to pass the time. It's so frustrating how papers sell based upon hate. In this case, it's doing my brain in. It's complicated, okay, but today wasn't great, so let's face it, I'd rather be out there skating. I want to lift the positive or try find the bright times, but some people just love complaining. I've dedicated my life to try and make things alright, but I've learned to discern between worthy and draining.
I've learned to discern life giving from taking. I've learned to keep the main thing the main thing. I've learned that nothing good comes from faking, so do it the hard way and dance as they sing. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Give me my simple times. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Give me my simple times. These are simple times. They are what we make them. Assalamu alaikum. Weeks and love. These are simple times. Days come as we take them. We try not to break them. Weeks and months.
So it's 4 years, 3 countries, 2 attempts later, and I somehow ended up with the one. So I'ma make it count. Phone set to airplane mode. When she's staying round, notification. No need for notifications now. This isn't something I expected, but fate stepped in with someone my soul can connect with. So when it's hard to work out where my head is, then this helps me gain perspective. This one time I didn't reply to an email, nothing happened. One time I said hi to a female, nothing happened. Sometimes when you do stuff will happen. Sometimes when you do stuff, nothing happens.
One time I left my phone at home, nothing happened. One time I liked the wrong photo, nothing happened. One time I deleted Facebook for a day to see what would happen. Nobody noticed and nothing happened. It's a true story.
See, the first time I picked up a pen, nothing happened. The next day I tried it again, something happened. You never really know in the end if stuff will happen, but you've got to at least make an attempt or nothing happens.
These are simple times, they are what we make them. Assalamu alaikum, peace and love, these are simple times. Days come as we take them, we try not to break them. Weeks and months, these are simple times. They are
Right,
what we make them.
final chorus coming up. It's going to be a chance to sing along as it gives you 100 of us. Let's make it incredible.
We try not to break them, and we sing, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Give me my simple times, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Woo. Give me my simple times, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Give me my keep that going. Oh, these are simple times. They are what we make them. Assalamu alaikum. Simple times. These are simple times. Days come as we take them. We try not to break them. Weeks and months. These are simple times. They are what we make them. Assalamu alaikum. Simple love. These are simple times. Days come as we take them. Give me my simple times.
Thank you so much.
Lovely singing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
When we build our songs and our shows, we try and offer another narrative, one that focuses on light and joy in amongst everything else that's going on.
Yeah, and we think that starts on a personal level, so we often finish our sets with this next song.
And it's the kind of song when the world tells you that you're not good enough, when it tells you that you're on a small red carpet that is designed for one person. You know people have noticed. When it tells you that dungarees are fun to wear but difficult to wire up a microphone underneath. Whatever it may be. At those points you find a reflective surface, possibly a mirror, possibly a puddle. I don't know where you live. You look into that reflection, specifically the eye region that you both look out of and at this point are looking into. And as you look into these eyes, these wonderful, wonderful eyes, you get ready to sing yourself these specific words.
I'm a flippin' 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
You're a flippin' 10.
You're a 10, you're a 10.
Put them together.
Make it 10 by 10.
That's 100%.
Multiplication.
Oh, I'm a flippin' 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
And you're a flippin' 10.
You're a 10, you're a 10.
Put them together.
Make it 10 by 10.
That's 100%.
100%. See, there's those who look at life for themselves and they see flaws in it. When I look at that way of looking, I see flaws in it. Instead of negatives and blemishes, they're forcing. I'm all about accentuating awesomeness. You know, in school, there's a boy or girl you like in a way. Like, but you're too frightened to say. And all you want to do is find a time and a place to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell them right in their face. When the hype of the chase subsides and then fades, you realize that they might not be your type anyway. Oh, she like me when she's a 9 and she's great. And all things considered, I am an 8.
Oh, no, you're a 10.
Thank
You're a
you
flippin' 10,
for this
man.
first verse. It's actually set in the past, and since then I have blossomed. Not the point of the song, but I did bring it up a lot. The point of the song is, how can our individual brilliance be distilled into digits if the intricacies in it do not fit into place? Even my inner mathematician is a little bit suspicious when the subtleties of difference are not given a space. We're all too concerned with those margins of error, and I figured it's a bit of a waste. So I think I found a simpler way. I'ma look into the mirror and say,
Well, I'm a flippin' 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
You're a flippin' 10.
You're a 10, you're a 10.
Put them together.
Make it 10 by 10.
That's 100%.
Did a maths degree for 4 years.
I'm a flippin' 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10 here.
You're a flippin' 10.
You're a 10, you're a 10.
Put them together.
Make it 10 by 10.
That's 100%.
100%. Sometimes snot comes out when I
You're
laugh.
still a 10.
I still get the giggles if I fart in the bar.
You're still a 10.
Just one time, the two combined, and I ended up with snot in the bar.
You're still a 10.
Thank you.
Well, sometimes I get real low.
You're still a 10.
And deep down the doubt takes hold.
You're still a 10.
But as long as I know
You're a 10.
well, it is well with my soul. So you're a 10. You're a 10, you're a 10. Everybody in this flipping place is a 10.
My wife is a 10. I'm dating a 10. Or people say today, so there's an 8 and a 10.
Oh, no, you're a 10.
Thank you.
You're a
They say
flipping
you're a 10, and they point near me. And the point sort of centers in, and it goes from you're a 10 to you're an 8. You're an 8.
Urinate.
It sounds like urinate. It's very confusing. That's not the point of the song. The point of the song is, we see the best in ourselves, the worst in ourselves. The question is, what do we put first in ourselves? This ain't just a case of expressing your talents. In the grand scheme of things, we're addressing the balance. We're told we have to think in a particular way, but there's rules we are given to play. Well, I'ma start a revolution today when I look into the mirror and say,
I'm a flippin' 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
You're a flippin' 10.
You're a 10, you're a 10.
Put them together.
Make it 10 by 10.
That's 100%.
Let's do it in German.
Oh, I'm a flippin' 10.
Ich bin eine 10.
And you're a flippin'
Du
10.
bist auch eine 10.
Put them together.
Bringen Sie zusammen.
That's 100%.
100%. When it comes to juggling, I'm a 7.3. If there's cocktails involved, it might be slightly more. When they join the school choir and somebody turned around and said, it's really interesting how you sing in harmony the whole time. Didn't actually know that was a thing. I realized singing, I'm a lot closer to a 4.
When it comes to crying in films, I'm an 8. I'm a 4 if it's crying in sports. England getting knocked out is depressing for sure, but it's nothing on Frodo leaving for Valinor.
It may not make a lot of mathematical sense, but when you bring it all together, we are smashing the tents. If anybody here is still sat on the fence, Chris, have a little natter with them.
Well, you might not know the person sitting next to you, but turn to that person next to you.
Oh, yes.
Look deep into their eyes right now, get ready to sing it out. I'm a flippin' 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10, like
And
you
you're
mean
a flippin'
it.
10.
You're a 10, you're a 10, I
Put
can't
'em
hear you.
together.
Make it 10 by 10.
That's 100%.
Gonna keep going till everyone joins in.
Oh, I'm a flippin' 10.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
And you're a flippin' 10.
You're a 10, you're a 10.
Put them together.
Make it 10 by 10.
That's 100%.
Let's do it in French.
Oh, I'm a flippin' 10.
Je suis indeed.
And you're a flippin' 10.
Tu es indeed aussi.
Put them together.
Put some together.
That's 100%.
100%. 100%. 100%. Bring it home, Chris.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I'm a flippin' 10, and so are you. And I think to myself,
Sing along if you know the words.
what a wonderful world. Thank you very much.